Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see if you can hear me. Let me get the volume up. We are live in True Channel. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
This is my mommy.
Mm-hmm. Welcome. We have a good topic for you this evening. And maybe I should invite. Thank you, Mom. Maybe I should invite these newer people. If you here, please invite people for me. That will save me time, not invite. Okay? But in the meantime, I invite few. Welcome. It's been a while since I try to get this live weekly. I have so much information that I can teach the whole world. But nobody have time, you know what I'm saying? So nobody have time. People are working. I just came from work. I just have something small to eat. My baby eats, and I just take 1 hour before the bedtime, and the next day we go back to work. Right? So welcome all. So I'm in YouTube channel. I'm also on Facebook channel. Come and join me. Okay. So it may be spiritual, but it's gonna connect to women. So I get the one that encouraged me to go live today. I watched a sister, Manlajor, I think that's her name. I watch a video, share, come and like, come and like, say something so I know here. Tell me what country you're watching from. Okay, so comment my show and let me know who's here so I can know who's here, and let me see. If anybody come here and chat with me on YouTube and Facebook, come and join. There's nobody now on Facebook and YouTube. There's a lot of people on Facebook, okay? But y'all need to learn how to go to YouTube because YouTube is the biggest channel in Facebook, okay? Good morning, wherever you are. Give me my card with my white bag. I have my tarot card there. With me? Okay. So I welcome you from anywhere you're coming on the planet. Good evening where you are, especially where I am. It's evening. Good morning, sunrise, wherever you are. And then good night, whatever you're sleeping in. So I send great and love and protection to all of you, to your family. And I appreciate the time that you come and join me. So here, when you come and listen to my show, you have to come with an open mind. So you will hear things that you're not going to hear nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You will hear things that will shock your mind, and your mind will allow you, ooh, that's not how the society works. This woman, she's crazy. Why? But you cannot come here with closed mind. You got to come with open mind, So I'm podcasting in my own home. If you see the background, whatever in the background is what it is in the background, okay? We're not going to sugarcoat and try to fancy. Can we just decorate the background and make it look fancy? You know what I'm saying? No. We're going to educate ourselves. We're going to remind ourselves how we live on earth. And we're going to clean up ourselves to be healthy on earth. So this message, I think, is going to go to women. It's going to go to women. I usually don't point in my topic specifically to one genders. But I think the woman needs some encouragement on the planet. And there's a lot of women that encourage themselves or each other on the planet, but they are being attacked by men. So I'm just going to try to shed a little light on that. Okay? Let me get my background brighters so y'all can see me. I'll put up this one a little bit up. I'm not gonna be close to the camera. This camera, the light too much, it affect people's eyes. Okay. So I'm gonna ask question: what energy going on the planet to women? So I'm literally gonna just come and shed a little light on our sister Maladior. I don't know her full name. Uh, she gave advice a couple days ago, about single woman and how you can uh, strengthen your own self so you wouldn't break down that easy, and then your children will not end up going to jail because there's nobody looking after them. So the man left them with you, right? That black spot in my. Oh, that's metal. Yeah, that's a good name. Control your imagination. What happened? You have to control your.
Oh, what happened?
I have no idea. This Facebook's. I am live, and then the Facebook play another video. That's a video of the young woman that was giving a woman advice about. Okay, we got let's get some glasses. Everybody blind, including babies, because the light here in this country it affects people's eyes. The light literally hurt your eyes. Okay, so we got more Major and Cecilia Abunujum. Tell me where you watching from what country, and share the video and like. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little light to the woman, the woman on the planet. Most women on the planet do not know their power. They didn't know they have power. That's what I'm gonna tell you, your power. And what is your power is, and how can you use it toward yourself? And if you use it toward yourself, everybody else benefit. As women, and I'm going to put it to all women, even the young one, but it would be the woman that raised children alone with no father helping. Okay? So I'm going to pull the card. I'm going to ask Mother Earth, what is the woman energy on the planet? So if you guys don't know what these things, this is ancient reading. These are the ancient communication. This they was heavy during the Greek, when the Greek was ruling. But the Greek get this type of reading, how to read symbolism, from ancient Egypt, aka Sudan. Okay? So the ancient Egypt, they know how to read symbol. So from one symbol, you can tell the entire story of the ethnic group. Just look at the picture. You see the entire story of the ethnic group just from the picture or images. So, and this Greek, they use it, especially in the government or in the church, to tell things that nobody might know, or you may not. You people may look at the one picture and see different things in the picture. So, and they use tarot card or other images or cross reading or symbolism to bring out something that the two eye may not see. So you have to deep in intuitively, look at the card, feel the card, look at the images, and the translation will come from the symbolism that you're looking at. So I'm gonna ask, what is the woman feminine energy on the planet as whole? Because the woman on the planet as whole, they are weak. They are weak. The mama, including their daughters and their son. Because the mama weak, everybody else become weak, including the men. Because the mama is weak, everybody else become weak, including the men. So the sister was giving their single mother advice on how to strengthen themselves. What made me come in is to try to see in a spiritual way, to add some spiritual light in it, so dark, whatever, so you can see it clearly. And I was looking at the woman in the comment, mainly look at the comment, what people think they put in the comment. A lot of men were very negative about the advice that Maladior which experience how to raise children alone with no other partner, and she been through it, she walked it, she was sharing her experience and how she get out of the trauma and strengthen herself, and now her children become strong because she's strong. But the men get upset because she's giving strength to other women that are still weak. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that, my family? If you have a woman in the community with no husband and telling the other woman that are struggling, like, I want you to do this, do that, stop crying. You do your emotion like this. You take this step, to become strong and strengthful. How are you going to be upset, man? How are the men going to get upset? Unless the men too are women children. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's jealousy, emotional immaturity, there's injury in that man that do not want his mother, his sister, his wife to be stronger than he is. Because let's say if God give a woman power to be strong, and that woman exercise her own power to be strong, to the extent of the level that God give it to her, she step in, she exercise that. So why would a man be jealous or injured or upset because the woman exercising her power? That God gave you a powerful purpose. Why would you lower your power and allow the man to exercise his power by himself? So what is your point to be on earth as a woman if you can not exercise your skill that you come to earth with? Because everybody have their own DNA. As you got your fingerprint, right? You have your own DNA in your fingerprint. You don't match it. Even twins, two twins that come, they're identical, they have two different fingerprints. That's why, because God gave them a very unique different skills that only each individual can exercise their own skill. Not your husband, not your mom, not your father, not your children. You operate under your skill that God bring to you or put in you when you were born. For you as a woman to lower your intelligence in our language, in word God give you because you're a woman. Let man do what he got, the intelligence that God gave him. He can exercise that. We can help him exercise that. We can support him exercise that. We can lift up him. In another word, you know pelupin. God put compare. Okay? You could compare. How are you gonna put that down? For you to do that, that's satanic. That evil operation. For you to do that injury to your whole life, to your own God, to your own creation, to lower your intelligence because of somebody else, even your own mom, even God himself. You should not lower your intelligence for God, because the God that gave you that intelligence to exercise it. So if the woman finds some power, not to mention how they raised the children, went through what they went through. I mean, let's say, I haven't got advice, but I didn't got beat. We just fight, okay? You're not gonna beat me sleeping. Men, women, no women, you guys are so powerful. You know? Like, what do we come like? What do we you? And it doesn't mean that because you don't have the power. It means that because you have respect for your partner, for your God counterpart. You have respect for them. Okay. You are promoting feminism. Feminism. So what do you want me to promote? Masculinism? Guamar. So you told me I'm promoting feminism. Feminine means woman. Right? So I come as a woman on the planet. What could I promote beside that? You are a elephant, a lion, a giraffe. What can you promote besides being a giraffe or a elephant? What else you promote besides what God give you to be? What do you want me to promote, my brother? Which is I never talk about feminism, whatever, I just talk about spirituality, how to activate your divine God, how your divine order. But feminism means woman being responsible for her own action. Okay? Women not just going for the husband to ask the husband, can I have this? Can I? Even husband gonna get tired. You know? Anybody gonna get tired for somebody asking you 24/7? And that's not how God designed it for. We all have two hands, a one mouth, a nose, two ears, one brain, leg. These are the gifts that God gives you to exercise to the fuller, so your partner can come and exercise their power to the fuller extent. When these two powers come together, and nothing breaking them, because this one's already stable and this is stable, and they join forth. Now there's no weakness. If there's any weakness, because they both are strong individually, they're gonna correct their weakness right away and then come together to join force. That is a God order ordained. God did not say, we're not gonna go to the Bible, oh, go Bible, God a man. It would God, okay? If you read in the Bible, okay. And those men, those women, the one that had that special gift or they have connection with men. And in America too, before we jump to the woman, for a woman to go all the way up to be a leader, he have to be able to sleep with all those men to get there. In America, and no woman that have a power to get a skill because of their skill. A woman who have a power and exercise their own intelligence and trust themselves, there's no way you're gonna get work in any office that man lead unless you bow down to them. Whether you slept with them, you say yes, sir, to them, not exercise your intelligent thought, Kim, and you want to add it, they don't want it, you have to put that thought down. Whether you're right, you're going to put it down. That's the only way that the woman will rise up. Very few women are independent, responsible men. Nana, I think you need to call Uncle. He's calling me and I'm live. Call him to see he might need some ride or something. So, forgive me. People are cutting me off. So, to be a leader as a woman, genuinely, in your own home, just give me a second. Give me a second, family. I'm live. You just cut the live video.
Can I talk to Nana?
No, Nana gonna call you. She got a number. She will call you.
Okay, bye.
You see, people cut my light off. See, I put not do not disturb, but this shit do not work. This thing do not work. Okay, so let's go back. For the woman to be appointed as a leader in society.
He's coming.
Okay, we are.
Yeah. Okay.
It can only get there through those men by accepting the trauma that they're putting on her. If she disagrees for the way they treat her, there's no way she's gonna get there. They will label her hard-headed. She want to wear the man pants. She don't want to know her place. She don't know her place. She didn't realize that she's a woman. I don't know what it is when the man say you have to be a woman. So being a woman, it doesn't mean that I have to worship a man. That's not it. We all worship the Creator. We are all created by Creator with the same love, with the same guidance, with the same brain, the same intelligence. If we will go scientifically, so we all do the research now, women are more advanced or more mature faster than men scientifically. So I come to encourage our brother that joined the show Manlajor and they told her to shut up. They told her you're talking nonsense. This woman was sharing her own trauma and how she overcome the trauma. And the children saw her from the time that she was down and the time that she rose herself up. And now the children, you connected to mine, Mama. And the time that she grows up and the children become strong again because they see the mom rising up, making herself strong, then they have no choice but to follow what they see. And then she came to share that knowledge with the other women that are still in the trauma. But the men are getting mad. For what reason, my brother? So to go back to the young man that told me I am practicing or doing feminism, feminine, it means woman. Woman stand in her power. You are a woman, and the God give you power to stand in it, not to stand in your husband power or your father power. These power are there to uplift your power in case you drop down. If you a woman that exercise your feminism, that's how you call it, or your power as a woman that God give you, your man as a husband, your father as a man, your son as a man, are there to uplift their power in case you fall down. If they are not uplifting your power, any good idea that come to you that overcome or supersede the idea, they're not supporting that. They keep saying, oh, if you have a better idea than the man, then you're not supposed to exercise that idea. Well, that's what it is on the planet, especially in Sudanese women. If a woman have intelligent idea than the man, they told her to lower the intelligence. This is assassination of the intelligent, assassination of the soul inside the woman, assassination of life force of the woman that needs to thrive on earth. The fact that we in the war and the planet because the women are not exercising their own power within themselves, and because the Bible told them to put your head down. How are you gonna move around if your head is down, woman? You're supposed to be head supposed to be up so you can see. If somebody throw the rock here, you see the rock, then you dodge the rock doesn't hit you. If there's some snake coming in the front of you up here, you see it. So your head had to be in a circle that you can move, that you can see. That's why I give it to you. The head is flexible. You turn it left and right, up and down. Why are you going to put it down? What will be your purpose to help that man? And how do you guys think the men are so ruthless on the planet? Because you abandoned your power. You think the man not going to get tired giving you whatever he give you 24/7? You're not going to be the strong woman or the great woman because your husband is a king. He's a king, not you. What is your skill on the planet? To assist him? Nothing wrong with that. You have a power to assist him, and you still have a power to do your purpose. Everyone that come on this planet have a purpose to do something great in this planet before you leave. This is your day or ordained work that God gave you before you come out of your mom's womb. You came to this planet for a purpose, to do something that you left behind to humanity or to your children when you left before them. You need to leave before your children, okay? Your children don't need to leave first, okay? And you need to talk to your God not to allow your children to leave first. You must leave first. That's the order of things. But if any unforeseen thing happen, do your best to talk to your God, not to repeat that injury. Okay? You are here for your purpose. My brother, men on the planet, old and young, in the middle one. If a woman are encouraging themselves to be strong, it's not only for them benefit and the children, it's for your benefit as well. Having a strong woman next to you, that kingdom or queendom, no one can come and play on it. If you're one man with a strong woman or y'all can fight few of them, 4 or 5 or 6 other people. If you guys have strength and you work together as a team. And it can only happen only if the woman is step in her own power. Do not scare of the woman power. Do not. You have to have strength to meet the woman power. Because the woman power, when it's activated within herself, is a very scary power. It is scared because it becomes too independent. But if there's a balance of knowing that not just only you become too independent, your independency come together as a collective. You have to be independent individually, and then come together collectively. That independency become a rock, a mountain. Nothing can put that out. Nothing can put that out. When I was looking at my sister advising her video show, advising the women and the men that are saying things, my heart felt. I feel so ashamed. The men told her to shut up, not to advise other women. You guys know what other single parents go through? No one know. Not only the parent, you know what the children go through. The children are dying because the woman fall down low when the husband left, and she have no strength to bring herself up, and no advice for anybody around to healthcare to bring herself up. They just told her look for another husband. How do you know that husband can be strong? So you got to be strong to your own self before you join the husband. You got to be very independent. Back home in Africa, most women, they know how to cultivate their garden. Myself, if I want to speak, my mom, she's a very strong woman. But she's married until now, but she raised children like a single mother. You know? I guess because my dad was a soldier. He was in the war all the time. So she raised the children alone. She cultivated her gardens. She have turned a cow. She have land. She grow crops. I mean, all of it. She have restaurant. She sell liquor. She make everything without the husband help. And husband trusts her that she can handle taking care of her children. My mom done that back home, you know. And I remember one time, you know. So not only that my mom done that, she did not get appreciated from the husband and the husband family. The fact that she did that, she did not get appreciated. You know, there's a one time. This is really my story. There's a one time that my mom left while she's pregnant. You know, this is getting personal. You know, and our personal experience that we outgrow and we become strong and we become better. That's the only thing we share to other people because we know through the same thing, letting them know that they can overcome their issue too, their problem too as well. Okay? There's a one time, somehow my dad had a new wife. I mean, that was my mom's decision. That was my mom's decision, you know. She got a new wife, you know, and I guess when a husband have a new wife, things change, whatever, you know. And somehow my mom was told, your children, God, but you got God, that's what she was told. Your children, God is shari God jakwa. God is some lotkin. She and a good water and God, water daughter. So my mom was pregnant. So I mean, she's a very strong woman with her own beliefs. She told her husband, I will leave the one in my belly. The thing that you ought to give, I'll leave them to you and your family. And my mom left and left the other children, right? Me and my younger brother and sisters. So I were the oldest for my mom. But my dad had older children in front of me. So we were left, you know, by my dad, because my mom saying, I'm not going to take your children. You call them, you know, God, Shari, God, Lord. So they're going to be with you. They're your children. She left with the one inside her. A month later, less than a month later, my dad said, I don't need you guys. Her mom, my grandma said, I don't need you guys. Everybody in the family said, they don't need us. It was me and my 4 siblings behind me, 3 siblings behind me. The one was pregnant when my mom belly. She took it with her. So we have nowhere to go. Nobody house, no nothing. It was a time that there was a night taping. I'm the oldest. I was about 14. I was maybe 12. So I have nowhere to go. I have no choice but to leave my village with my sibling, walking at 12 years old, between 12 and 14, to follow and find my mom. Because dad refused the children. His mother refused the children. His sister refused the children. They say, well, if your dad don't want you, I don't want you. My grandma say, your dad don't want you, I don't want you. None of them do not want the children. I'm the oldest, right? So I left with my sibling. We put whatever we have in my head. I told them to let them. We walk. We walk from Joko. If anybody knows Joko, to Yitan. With no one. that one of our auntie, she decided to go and buy something at Yitan. We went after her to walk with her. It was hot too. After we thought Parmesan, it was hot. We were walking, and she said, "I'm getting thirsty. I'm not gonna wait with you and your little tiny brother and sister. You don't know how to walk. You don't walk fast. I'm leaving." She left us in the forest. Tarpam, can work on work. Cause I look a guara can you I'm the oldest, huh? Maybe the younger one do not know this story. I do. So we walk, try to follow the mother. And at the time that we walk, that time, my mom had a dream that all your children are dead. Then she started walking from Gambel, coming back to Yutang and meet us on the way. She didn't even know we were on the way. As she decided to leave, she meet people on the way that pass us. They told them, your children, we saw them walking somewhere there. They're coming. They're on the way. It took us, what, several weeks, a day? I don't remember exactly. It was a while. So just imagine this trauma that you go from your father that loved you dearly. And this is just a tip of the iceberg that my sister, brothers, and myself went through. It's the tip of the iceberg. And when my mom came and meet us, she just find out we arrived to Yitem. There was nothing. That's when Yitem 1 Chadak, Yitem 2 Chadak, and it's not in America Yitem 3. I don't know. Yeah, the third one we come to. So her dream, the mother that pushed the children out, God speak to her that the children are walking alone in the forest. Anything can eat them. Animal, anything can eat these children. I'm the oldest. I was between 12 and 14. So she come and we meet her at that time. As soon as we meet her, this woman, she said, we're going to go back to your father. You know what I'm saying? She said, let's just go back. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but that's what I'm telling you. This woman need to be independent. So when a situation like this happen, your children are not suffering, because the only thing that's suffering is the children. And this type of cycle of injury with the woman, if you did not stop it yourself, your daughter will repeat it. Your son will repeat it. Your grandchild will repeat it. Your great-grandchild, it will repeat the same trauma because it's been accepted in a society of your ethnic group. That even you got treated wrong with children, very badly, go back to the bad treatment. You have no other way to fix it. This thing had to be changed. You all need to understand, my people. And the sister, Malajo, when she was giving advice to those women who are single, that are crying, are traumatized, looking for a husband, or need the husband to come back for help, and the husband is not interesting, she's running up to other women, you do not need to do that. There's no reason for that. You got 2 hands that universe gives to you, the source. You got 2 feet. You got a brain. You got mouth. You got eyes. Those are your gift, your skill to cultivate your talent. Then when that talent is grow, even your ex-husband is going to benefit. It is going to benefit. Because this is not a competition. No one need to compete with no one, because everybody got their own skills. What I teach and the way I teach, the way I behave, no one can do it better than I do. Only me can do it because it's my gift. The same thing with husband. Whatever he does, only him can do it because it's his gift. You're not going to depend on his gift. What is your gift? As a woman, as a mother, you're the mother of the planet, for God's sake. Mother of the nation, for God's sake. What is your skill? Where's your independency? Even if your husband go to war, who can be able to just stand all of the house? You. There's no guarantee the husband going to come back to the war and alive. There's no guarantee. You literally had to put your feet, your independency that God gave you. You have to put that in task, at work, in practice. Crying over somebody that leave you. Naturally, some of us are weak. Naturally, some of us have extra strength because we are not all the same. I'm not saying you cannot cry, but the ones that are weak, you still have a power to strengthen your weakness. You still have the power, share and like, invite people. You still have a power to strengthen your weakness and to strengthen your weakness, to cultivate your spirit. Who are you as God's child? Not as a wife, not as a mother, not as an employee at first. Who are you as a God child? What power did God give you as a woman to share with yourself and share with your community? You not just come to cook for people on the planet. That's one of the benefits of the talent that you got. But everybody have a talent to cook. Men in the Western world, they the one that cook in the restaurant. Most restaurant, 90% of them are men cook. Their position is a cook. So they cook way better than the women in the Western world. So who say women are the one that need to cook in the house? This is a skill that God gave to everybody. Right? So the only one skill that God gave women that nobody can mimic or copy is pushing the baby out and carry the baby for 9 months. That's the only gift you got. That no one beside the feminine energy. And that is a difficult task. And using God give you that difficult task without the skill coming with it. Carry the child for 9 months is stronger and difficult than building a house. It's stronger than difficult than going to war with bazooka, whatever the gun you got have in the war. Difficult than going to war. I go to war with my gun and just shoot that. It's easy than carry that baby for 9 months and pushing it out. That's a very, very important, powerful skill that no one have except the mother. Do you think that skill that you got, there's no other skill that the universe or the source give to you that you can share with your husband, your fathers, your sons? You have this skill. No one gonna point this skill to you. Your husband is scared of them. Your son is scared of them. Your father is scared of them. No one gonna exercise you to activate your skill. No one. If you didn't see them as a mama, as a mother, you die with them without doing nothing. And you done crime to your God. And a woman that died without exercising their own power and left their footprint on the planet Earth, you done wrong to your creator. You done very bad to your father. So we're gonna, let me calm down. We're gonna answer a couple of people that say something. We have a brother called Rick Shandak. He say, we carry the same child all our life too until we give it to you for 9 months. This is a childish mind thinking. This is childish mind talking. Okay? Immature thought are talking. So this is from our brother Rick Shandak. Okay? So if you come to my show, mine gotta be open wide. And I will jump in while I explain that thought. Reaction told us that as a man, we carry the same child. That's what he said. You mean he carries his own sperm, okay? He carries his own sperm with himself all along until he's injected inside the woman. That's another topic for another day, because I can dive into that spiritually. I can dive into that spiritually, but I'm not gonna try to mess up the topic that I come with. But let me just say a little bit clear on that. So your sperm are your sperm. My egg are my egg. Or woman egg, woman egg. Man sperm, a man sperm. Scientifically, you can do your own research. You can take the egg inside a woman and get fertilized just by energetic energy, and the egg become a fetus. Scientifically, do your research. We all educated, and we all know how to research these things. You can visit any scientific, you can call, any science organization. You Google their number, call them, talk to the head science. They're not going to refuse you. If you know how to Google, have time for that and research that, you will go. On the planet, this is the topic I want to come there today. how if the woman, that's not what I'm coming to. We're not. I know where you're taking me, but I'm not going to go there. So your sperm are in you. Okay. So it just means that if the sperm injected into a woman, now the job of you carrying your sperm is the same job as me carrying the child for 9 months. You see that mentality? So our brother Riek Shandak, he's saying the way that the sperm stay inside the man is the same way as the mother carried the child for 9 months. I believe my brother Riek have his mother. We can ask your mother how painful it is to carry the baby for 9 months, and ask the father how painful it is for the sperm to stay inside the testicle for whatever 9 months it is or whatever it is. See which one is painful. For you to say that, there's no respect for women in general. For that thought to come out, because it was not thought through clearly. I'm not insulting anyone, but I'm putting my word down so there will be a clarity. A man and a woman is one body. If there's any separation, it comes from the mind. But if the woman claims her own power independently, then the other party will see the independence. They will build themselves independently. The two independent countries will join force and work together as one with the strength. You're not going to have a one weak country to join with a strong country. It's going to drain that strong country and probably fall down to weak. Like if you see somebody drowning in the water, don't know how to swim, and you're not strong enough, you try to save that person, they're going to pull you down and drown you, both going to die. That's how life works. You're not going to allow the woman to be weak and not to exercise their power, thinking your power is enough for both of you. No, it's not. That's why you guys leave, because the power is not enough. The woman seems to draining you. The children come and draining you, and the woman not exercising their own power. Now you're tired. You want to start over with something with less babies. It becomes easy for you. Well, how are we gonna blame you as a man? It's just too much powerful responsibility on one person. And the woman just gonna sit down with carry the baby, push the baby out, cook and clean, with all this decision that's based on man mind alone. No. Knowing that the man actually have a mindset of young child. A man get depressed alone raising the children without assistance. This is scientifically proven. The mother can struggle and still that the mother, even if she's 14 years old, 14, they there as a single mother carrying the baby. I had mothers who are under 28, 25, that got 10 children, 9 children, 8 children, single mother. And this woman, these children are in school, they have food to eat. I mean, I know the woman, they definitely have no time for themselves, but they got it. Told me the 14-year-old or the 28-year-old man or 25-year-old man that have 10 children alone, taking care of all those children without the mother. You tell me where they are. So if you as a man, if a woman come and told other women to exercise your independence, your responsibility, so you can meet with your husband in the middle with proper guidance and proper teamwork, and you get upset for men, for women to do that, what's your intention then? To just get them pregnant, leave the baby, and let them struggle while they're weak, and you go ahead and start a new family with less children? And then when that family have more children, more responsibilities, you're going to get depressed, stressed, and go and find the less one because you have nobody to help you? How that intelligent, my family? Okay? How that intelligent? Because if you, a man who like his mother to be strong, his daughter to be strong, his sister to be strong, you're not going to tell your sister, do not do anything. Just wait for your husband to come and take care of you. You know you're not going to do that. If you want your sister, your mother, your any woman in your life to be independent, even if they get abandoned by men in their life, they're still going to survive. They're still going to be strong. They're not going to break down. They're not going to, just go jump man to man, man to man, man to man. And then from that, it's just another more chaos. If you are not doing that to your wife, to your mother, to your sister, you think you're a man with the strength? You think you're a man with the strength? And why all men cry for their mama? Because when the man is actually struggling, including the king, the president, when they struggle and they're very tired and the life get very difficult, they cry for mama. Everybody cry for mom. Why? Because we know the mother's strength. Even if she's dying, she still have strength telling you, you can do it. You're very powerful. I know you. I give birth to you. This power of the Mother Earth is inside the woman. Hey. Peace, Papa. How you doing? It's inside the woman. And you have to exercise that as a mother so the children can copy what you got. And when dad left the house and went somewhere, the children are not going to cry, well, now who are we going to look to? Who are we going to get advice to? They say, well, mom here. Mom going to hold down until dad come back. We are not saying that, oh, just woman, be yourself alone. You don't like men. How are we not going to like men? How are you going to do that? You cannot do that. This thing I wanted. Not to mention, we live on what? We live on Mother Earth. Scientifically, okay? Share and like, enjoy. We live on Mother Earth. And which man is a husband to Mother Earth that are working to provide for Mother Earth? Which man? But she providing for all men and all women that she gave birth to. So the power that the Mother Earth carry, her daughter, which is the feminine energy, the woman, they carry the same power. And her son, which are the men, they carry similar power. But the mother will carry more because she had the power to carry and produce the seed. So there is some sort of jealousy between the mother and the son. The Mother Earth, she's a single mother. She's a single mother. Within her own single motherhood, she caring for all her son and all her daughters equally. The way that your body is so inside, the way we're designed inside on the earth planet, on the earth space, is designed with respect between the woman body and man body. It's designed with perfection. You did not get designed less intelligent because you're a woman. You were not giving less intelligent or less power because you're a woman. You are not giving more power because you're a man. The power that the God gives to all of you is put in you as you actually come with it, deserve it, and earn it. And some women are stronger than men. Some men are stronger than women. So why wouldn't you access the power God give all of you so man cannot struggle, try to be in charge of the planet alone? Which planet, which is a single mother planet? The Mother Earth is a single mother. The word Mason is mean my son. Ma is the Mother Earth. The sun will be the sun in the sky or the sun on the ground, S-U-N. And the masonry take their power, ma, son, mason, my son. She's a woman with her own son inside her that light up the light to feed the old world. Because the sun that we saw in the sky is the one that feeding the old planet and is inside her mother, which is the Ma, Earth. If you want to get to know more this style, I have a video before I explain why the sun is inside the earth, is not in the sky. The sky is a reflection of the ground. And I explained that in detail in my video a year ago. And the scientific question have a question, they can call me to the Sign Lab. And I explain my finding. And they will tell me their finding, why the sun, they believe the sun is in the sky. I know the sun is under the ground. The reflection of the water in the sky reflect the sun underneath, and you see above, so it can light up the up and down. So the heat coming down and the heat is coming up as a reflection. You know, if we know we live on the mother earth, why wouldn't we give power or acknowledge the power of our mother that gave birth to us? Why wouldn't we actually encourage them to be more independent? To be independent doesn't mean that you have to be single with no husband. That's not what it means. It means that if something happened to the husband gets sick, the husband becomes disabled, the husband got killed in the war, something happened to the husband. So the children will not be crippled or disabled. The mom going to be strong and pick it up from that and take care of that. So the children can thrive. So if the husband is gone, now everybody's done. How we can do this thing on the planet? You cannot do those. That's not how God do it. And you, as a system, is actually teaching the masculine made are made by men. You know, and if any woman find a power, join the manpower to be in the same level, you don't need to do that. These are two different power. And they all have to work side by side so they can uplift each other. It's not like you're going to take one on top of each other and put how it goes. And that's not how the source designed it for, or the God designed it for. The Bible pretty much was told you that, you know, the woman is that, the woman. These are men talking in the Bible. These are men talking in the Bible. Okay? And we cannot say they can talk, but again, only the one that possesses the power know the power. The man have his power in his body, then he knows the level of his power. The woman have the power in her own body, then you know the level of your power. So the level of this power, you have to exercise it on your own self, so you know how good it is. If you did not exercise your own power, you do not know how good power is. Then you're going to depend on other people's power. And that will be injuries. So there's individual power. And then from the individuality, you will join the collectiveness. If the two countries who are strong join force, because they're strong individually, this country have strong military, this country have strong military, and they become good neighbor, and they join themselves working together, you think this country, any country will beat them up? No. They will be very strong. In the same way, if you have a strong wife in her own individuality and a strong man in her own power, join force, these are power couple. These are power couple that nothing can block them, you know. But most men are scared of the woman power. When the woman becomes strong, the men don't want to marry that woman because they got nervous. There's some man told me that I don't mind marrying you even you're smarter than me. Why would you even come with that thought? If my intelligence don't bother you, why that thought didn't? Why that thought come up? Because my intelligence intimidated you. For what reason? My intelligence exists to support you and me. Your intelligence exists to support you and me. If my intelligence cannot support me, then you have no reason for you to support. Because God did not bring me aquify. The God did not bring the woman on the planet not to use her power so she can depend on her partner power. That's a draining for man. And that's why men are running away. Y'all may hear the background. Once I'm live, your voice being recorded live, so you know. I will not put your information in public unless you want to. So I give the information. Not the warning, you know, the information. So the only way that break down the woman is not having a community that lift you up. Even if I'm not saying women, they don't have evil. There's evil women out there, you know. And through the trauma, depression, all these things can go to toxic energy. And some women will go very low to destroy men. They will go deep to destroy their husband. You know, we know that. You know, but this is the revenge of injuries. It becomes very toxic. When the women take all the injury in for centuries to raise a healthy community, so you to protect your community, so you can grow and thrive in that energy, so your lineage or bloodline can live on the planet with love and respect and wealth and creativity. That even when you're gone, people are growing happily and healthy. That's the goal you're looking for a husband for. Not because it had to make you happy if you sat on your own. If you are sad on your own as a woman and you want to wait until you get married to be happy, you cannot get that. So, any human being, self-esteem. The self-esteem is cultivating who am I without no one. Who are you without children? Who are you without a husband? Who are you without a job? Who are you without other things? You got to know this gift that you got inside you, because the children, this body create the children. This body create the job. This body create this clothes. This body is the one that create other thing outside. So with that other thing, you have a power to tap into your spirit as a woman and find out who you are. When you find out who you are, the trauma find a way to clean itself up. Anybody that do you wrong, you end up forgiving that. Because if anybody do you wrong on the planet, it because themselves, they do themselves wrong. The man that left the husband or the wife and do not want to help with the children, those men are not there mentally, are not there emotionally, are not there spiritually. So they are actually a dead walking body. The spirit is completely gone. And how you gonna blame somebody who are emotionally, mentally, spiritually disabled, but physically it look good, it walk good, they have a nice clothes, a nice job, but the three level of their body are completely dead or are completely disabled? How are you gonna blame that person? It's disabled already themselves. They need help to strengthen those levels in order for them to help somebody. So we're not going to run after disabled men emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to try to get help when you know they need help themselves. So in the Bible, it says you have to take out whatever fall in your eye first, so you can see very good for yourself and help others. You as a woman, let's say whatever fall in your eyes that you cannot see is you not exercising your own skill. If you don't know how to exercise your skill, so your eye, there's a rocks fall in your eye that you cannot see. So you have to depend on other people to help you, because you can see they take the total out of their eyes, and you is still, your eye is still, something falling it. You need somebody to check it out. How long the man gonna be able to help you with your blindness? Your blindness will be your lack of you not exercising your own skills. You cannot know how to start your own business. You don't know how to invest into any financial organization. You do not know how to, cultivate your own power. So you don't know how to invest into your own self. Therefore, you are disabled emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So how are you going to think a man going to be able to take care of you for the rest of his life? You think he's not going to be tired? I'll be tired if I'm a man. I will definitely be tired. I will not want to support that woman. For real. And I know God gave you two and two leg brain like me, and you can come and help me and meet me. No. At least we can come and raise the planet together or build a house together. So this is a time for a mother to awaken her own power. There's a mother energy, the feminine energy, the earth energy that need to be awakened. There's two energy on the planet, masculine and feminine. Turn into a man, and then they can stay as a woman. Scientifically, when the child conceived in the womb, all the children from the conception, from the birth, when the sperm and egg meet and the fertilization takes place, that egg, when it takes place, that part of organization or organ forming female, then when then manhood or penis, it can turn itself from God designer and turn the whole body into a man. But all the children are starting as a woman, as a female fetus. The fetus is a female. But when the fetus decide that the body not going to stay as a feminine, it's going to produce the masculine testosterone, then they turn the whole body and strengthen, growing all humanity come along. Scientifically proven. You can do the research on that. So if you know that power is there, the mama power, why can you exercise that power? And why can that power is not being uplifted on the planet? Why that power is not being uplifted on the planet? Because your son, your husband, your father, fear body to exercise their power to come up to be strong, and you don't support them to grow because of their power. And you being scared of power is because it's not yours. And no one else can exercise somebody else's power. On the planet, there should not be jealousy because everybody have their skill that they're born with. When you go to school, this school just activate your skill and your intelligence to thrive on earth, individually and collectively come together to grow the nation. So as a single mother on the planet, sitting to put the baby somewhere and find some quiet place on your own to heal your trauma. These children, some of them graduate high school, some of them they're in middle school, some of them are coming up growing from 1 year old all the way to 21, 23. You know, none of the father have nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And later when they say, well, the woman have many children with different father, it become a woman problem. What do you want women to do, to kill the babies? Or what do you want when you left? What do you want me to do? Not to accept the next man if I feel maybe the next man may be good? Because that's what the woman heart is. The next man come, oh, maybe this man can be good. And the man act at first very nice in the beginning. And then when the man see the responsibility with all your other children, they left. Then blaming you, what do you want me to do? Kill the children? That's not how the society works. The mother cannot do that. So, and then when these children with different fathers grow up later, what are they going to serve? Serve me? Or are they going to serve the planet? And most children go back to their father lineage. Even though you raise them alone, they go back to the father. So what will be the injury or the hatred toward the mother? Because these women are single mother. These are your mother, men. You know? And this is one other thing that I'm going to have to share, you know, to some of the women too. Because some of the women, the husband was in the war for 40 years, 30 years, staying alone. And later when husband has another wife, a young wife, and they went and do their thing, the woman is still alone, 50 years alone. And then when this woman have big children, the men, they get married, you know, or they have children, they will tell their mother, do not find another woman. You too old. Just be by yourself. But your father had another wife. So he have comfort. He have connection. He have human contact. He have, you know, companion. And the mother alone. And as the children, which is the man or the mother, you will encourage your mom to stay alone when you with your wife as a son. And also your father was his wife. Mom going to stay alone with no companion. So where did that mentality come from? Why would we want the woman not to get the satisfaction of companion, a relationship between man and woman for our mother, because she's an old woman, but our father's old, but is still a companion. And you as a children, you are all two companion, but you still with your mom alone. So you think when your mom fall down and stay alone in her house, if there's no 911 and there's no husband, he's going to call you while you and your wife in your bed at night and try to come and help her? She won't even get on the phone to pick up the phone. There, if the woman is old and the children are old and she have men, they encourage her to stay by yourself. But they do not encourage the father. Does that mean we have more love for the father but not the mother? So this is one thing I'm asking. I'm not asking you, you know, all women that are old and your husband left you, just go ahead and find. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm asking the companionship. So no one want to be alone. As humanity, we are a species. You have to know on your own self your well-being. With health, what do you think and what I should do? No, what do you think what you should do? So this is my genuine advice. So maybe I can create some sort of spiritual healing towards single mother because they need it. There's a video that I met a year ago, the video called Wow Mom Wow. That was a very powerful video too. That was English. Wow Mom Wow. You know, and the topic with Wow Mom Wow is because the main topic behind that, a lot of children of the mother are dying in the war and everywhere, in every place, for the rule and regulation of the father, but mom have no saying in what the father do in a society. If they want to draft all the children and take them to war, mother not gonna say, "You're not gonna take my child." No. The government will come by force and taking your children, and they come back, they're dead. They say, "Well, he died for the country." Huh? Huh? So you have no saying. So your children, as a mother, they are getting shot from the hospital, immunization that slow them down, that give them a mental illness, and you have no saying. You're not sitting down on the board of the medical industry and to decide which immunization going to be given to the children. You're not sitting there. Those are the men sitting there. And they decide what medicine to give to your children. Your children become disabled at the early age because of those immunizations. And if you would have involved in the medication industry making medicine, you're probably going to end up making a good medicine for your own child because you know the well-being of the child better than the father. You are not involved in the school industry and how the children are going to be educated. When the board of the educational sit down and decide how the children are going to be learned, no woman is actually putting a shot, pulling a shot out. This is the curriculum that the children are going to go for. The 1, 2, 3, you can't even see them speak. They're somewhere back off as secretary, typing down what the man say. Secretary, and your clerks, treasury. They just typing down what the man say. You have no saying. And your children are dying. You're the one that know the pain of the pregnancy and the birth. And did God say do not involve in how the children can be raised on the planet? And where they can go? What school? What knowledge they need to learn? What hospital? What medicine need to go in their body? And what type of medicine in that? You know the ingredients of the medicine that go inside your child body? No, you don't. Do you know the reason they fight for when your children go to another country and fighting with another country, like they drafted the children in the United States and go to Vietnam War, to World War II, to World War I? Do you know the reason they fight? Did you agree to the reason? No. And why are you not involved? Because you are not exercising your own skill that God gave you. You come to earth as you see yourself as a servant. And to be a servant, you have to know what to serve. And to be a servant is a very powerful skill because whoever you're serving with your services, you can kill them through your services or you can give them life through your services. So your servant or your services are your skill to be able to be put toward you first before you put them toward others. As the Bible say, you got to be able to open you take it out first so you can see and help other people. Married to the husband and join up with his own skills. You're not just coming a woman with no skill, with no talent, with what are you gonna do? And then when the 4 or 5 children got pop out in no time later, and then there's too much on man, you're gonna blame the man from running away? Are you blame him away? Nana, your friend are calling me. You need to pause the thing. So you're not gonna blame the man for running away. It's too much for them. Being a mother that taking care of a child, this is a full-time job more than anything else. It's a very hard job. Somebody you're here, mom, they sick at night, whatever. Sometimes One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 10. 10 people in your ears, in your surrounding. This is not an easy job. So you have to be independently responsible for you to handle that job, for you not to lose your mind, for you to be able to be strong on your own self. Otherwise, you will lose your mind. The man will run away because it's too much for him. And if you cannot strengthen yourself, the children will repeat the same cycle after that. Your child will marry a man like your husband, and your child, your daughter, will end up like you. Right? Even if your husband may die or your husband may leave you, similar situation will happen to your daughter. For you to be independently responsible, which means you ending the karma, trauma that happened in your life, in your mom, in your mom mother, in your mama mother, all the way back. It will end with you looking for advice, but you have no your own advice. When God give you all the skill, when you come inside mama, the school just activate, just open up your skill. It did not add nothing to you. Educational, when you go to school, it did not add nothing, but it will open up what you have that need to be activated. Everybody got their own gift. Some people come with less, some people come with more. And you come with more gift because you have more strength to handle it. Some people come with less gift because they have less strength handling something big. Everybody can just handle what they got. And everybody have to exercise their skill, their talent to the full extent, so nobody can be drained. If you have let's say both of you are independently strong. One of you may have a little bit of strength, but your strength is there. If this one have a low strength, they are there to see if this guy needs or this woman needs a little help, then you lift them up because you have a strength. And they do have a strength, but they're not just like yours, but you are there to lift them up. As you give them a little boost, now they throw. You push the car, the battery die, you start to, and then you push it, 4 or 5 men push the car, then the car go. You add the strength to the car. That's how the man and woman work. Not back home in our own, culture that the woman had to depend on man for everything. The man, Yajamana, is your child as a mother. The man is your child. Is your son. You birthed that man. You raised that man. How the man gonna end up abandoning you? You raise it. You know? Of the system, masculine system that run the planet, that actually encouraging the father's skill and decreasing the mother's skill. If you encourage the father's skill and you decrease the mother's skill, you are imbalancing the life on the planet. Strong at home and the wife is weak, barely surviving. Survive. If these two are strong and helping each other, come up, then from now you have a strength from both parties to make life strong. And that's the purpose of it, So all of you will be happy. It's not like a woman gonna come to just make the man happy. Who's gonna make it? It's a bedtime. It's past bedtime. And I'm not gonna repeat it. So I'm gonna close my eyes that she gave. And I see many brothers that are very offended. Do cry your weakness, your sisters. Power to thrive. Even your own family. Leave the husband. Even your own mother, your own father, your own brother. They do not want you to thrive. They want to push your skill. They make sure you diminish. The more you cry, the more they're happy, they celebrate. So you do not want to do that often. Which also, crying is one way to release trauma. But you're not going to make a habit. The sister said earlier, you're not going to do it in front of everybody. Have your own private area. I mean, this woman, myself, I cried plenty of time. I mean, when I was young, bring the tear down. And when you bring the tear down, sometimes you may have a little headache, but there's a relief within the tear. I'm not saying don't cry, but do it in a way, make crying part of healing.